as a champion, you got to rise to the occasion every time out. I mean, you can ill afford to have a bad night in this sport. And that's what I tell myself when I'm training. Training camp was we train hard like we always do, but we had some trees. We had a lot of trees in camp this time, 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". We went through 8 sparring partners this time. We've never had that many. And we got a bunch of different looks, and I was ready. I was ready, and I felt like if Chad Dawson beat me, I'll take my hat off to him, but I knew it wasn't going to be easy for Chad, and it wasn't easy for me either, regardless of what it looked like. So I just thank everybody for coming out. I'm glad we pulled it out, and we did it in a major way tonight.
Well, Andre, what did it feel like getting that stoppage?
That's what we needed. That's a lot of people in boxing right now, everybody's knockout hungry. Everybody wants to knock out, but I tell people that you can still entertain without getting a knockout. You can still be entertaining the people without knocking somebody out. But a knockout is always great, and that's the last piece of the puzzle in my game that I want to keep working on. And it's not really something you can teach. It's all instincts. Where you buzz a guy, you hurt a guy, you wobble a guy, you drop a guy, and you just know how to get him out of there. That's the last piece of the puzzle, and this is the first step toward that tonight against a guy that is a top of the line opponent. He was bigger than me. I think he came in at 185 tonight. I came in at 175. He was longer reach. He had the height on me, but I told you guys leading up to this fight, it's not about size. It's a science. It's about knowing how to do what you do. And just like Carl Froch and a lot of other people, I don't know, maybe I just look like this, but he said that he underestimated my speed, he underestimated my physical strength. And he got in there and he saw that it was a lot different than what he anticipated. And that's what's part of what brought me through tonight.
What questions do you guys have? Yes, Kevin.
Congratulations, Andre. First of all, if you can answer about your left hand, it seemed like you were finding a home with that left hand. You knocked him down with a great left hook early, and that seemed like you couldn't miss that fight. Was there something you saw on tape that led you to use that punch so much?
Not necessarily. I mean, everybody knows that Chad has a great jab, and me being a shorter fighter, we want to try to take his jab. We wanted to try to take his jab away, and you do that. You can do it several different ways, but one way is jabbing with him. And we did that. And when I got away from the jab a couple rounds, my coach, man, I got a tremendous coach. After I knocked him down the first time as a young fighter, you want to go right back and knock him down with the same punch you just knocked him down with. But he said, forget about that. Get back on your jab. Keep boxing. He'll run into something again. And I did that. And then he ran into the last combination that eventually stopped him.
And then you say that, he had a great jab, but he only landed 7 jabs in the entire fight. So would that be like the best thing that you did in the fight? And he did that jab almost totally?
Well, for whatever reason, he wasn't using his jab as much as he normally does. And I don't know if that was just positioning because my head was off center. I wasn't right in front of him. I was either here or I was here. I wasn't right in front of him. So I don't know why he didn't throw the jab like he normally does. But I just tried to match him jab for jab and even out jab him, even though he had the longer arms. And we did that. And that, I don't know if it's the best thing that I did tonight, but that was definitely something that led to the knockout.
Andre, wouldn't you say that you landing those left hooks that knocked him down is a big reason in negating the jab, being that he was getting hit hard?
I don't understand the question.
You knocked him down with a few left hooks over his jab. So after that, he stopped jabbing. Wouldn't you say that was part of the reason why?
I don't. Is that how it went? Man, I don't know. I gotta watch the tape. I just threw it, man. I just threw it, and and it's funny because I watched Chad for so many years that I didn't have to watch a lot of tape in training camp. I watched tape maybe 3 or 4 times. I watched the Bernard Hopkins fight one time. I watched the Pascal fight one time. And this week in my hotel room, I probably watched 1 or 2 rounds. But I knew what Chad liked to do. I knew his tendencies, and one of his tendencies is when you attack him, he bends over to the right, to my right side, to his left, my right. And a lot of people said, "Oh, you hit Chad with a right hand. You hit Chad with a right hand." And I knew Chad could be hit with right hands, but also knew Chad could be hit with a left hook. And I envisioned the left hook landing just like it did tonight. So it was just a combination of things. You can't just do one thing against a fighter like Chad Dawson. You got to do multiple things. You got to have the speed. You got to have the power to make them respect you. But then inside, you know, he saw that I was physically stronger than him. And just that combination of tools just brought me to victory.
I just want to say one thing. Chad won't be here. We're taking him to the hospital just to make sure everything's okay with him. You know, with the cut, he got hit on the head a couple of times real good. So I want to thank all of the media for all the attention you gave us on this event. I want to thank Dan, Virgil. There are no hard feelings. You represent a fighter, I represent a fighter, and the best man certainly won tonight. JP, I love you, buddy. Tony Leonard, and you, Andre. Even I underestimated you. You're one hell of a fighter. In a way, you remind me of DeMarco. When you get in the ring, you're not all bulked up and whatever, but you can sure as shit fight. And
That's right.
I guess that's a compliment.
thank you all very much.
Thank you very much, Gary. Real quickly, I do want to thank HBO, Ken Hirschman, Kerry Davis, Mark Taffet. They did a tremendous job leading up to this event. They really lent a helping hand between 24/7 that they've never done for a world championship event before. Usually it's reserved for pay-per-view. You're going to be seeing, I think in the next day or two, their new series, 2-Day, that they were filming Andre. Andre, you were great on this promotion also, because as you see, I mean, you were kept busy outside of the training, and you did a tremendous job. You know, I do want to thank our rest of the team, because we've all been here together. It's a great feeling being here together since 2004, even before that with James and Antonio, but James Prince, the manager of Andre Ward. Nice round of applause, James, because you saw Andre's talent many years ago before he won the gold medal. Antonio Leonard, tremendous job out here, helping promote, doing everything else you do. Great job. We love the hat too. Give me mine, will you? Little round of applause for Antonio. And then the last person, and we'll let you guys get back to your questions with Andre, is the Zen Master. That's what I call him. He's just got a way with bringing things home, bringing it right there to fruition, and he's just done a tremendous job. Virgil Hunter. And there's Kerry Davis right over here. You're getting that old, huh, Kerry, where you got to sit down now?
Absolutely.
Do you want to say a quick word or two?
No, I just want to say, well, first of all...
Well, you said no, and now you're going to speak.
Yeah.
Okay?
No, I don't want to say a quick word. I want to say a long word.
Oh, okay. Well, you got me. That'll cost you.
No, congratulations to Andre and DeMarco. They both guys fought sensational fights. Also want to congratulate the guys who came out on the short end tonight, because again, when you do great matchups, there are no losers. As Andre said, Chad Dawson is still, right now the best light heavyweight in the world, and you can't take that away from him. He just ran into a great fighter tonight, and so we're proud to have him. And by the way, Dan, 2 days will not show until Andre's next fight, so we'll premiere it right before Andre's next fight.
Well, hopefully that's next month, Jerry. Okay.
Well, as long as it's on HBO, it doesn't matter.
Next month? You only got hit 3 times, damn it. You can go.
I've been in camp 3 months.
Huh? Well, what's another 2 months?
Man, I'm going home.
Hey.
I'm going home to my wife.
Well, let's put it to November then, okay? No more 10 months off.
No, not that for sure.
Andre,
Yeah, go ahead, Dan.
It looked like when,
Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, Chris.
it looked like at the end of the fight, Chad Dawson said, I don't want to continue to go to somehow got it and said he didn't want to keep fighting. Did you tell at any point during the fight that he sort of had broken his mentally?
I felt in control from the beginning, but Chad, that's this is what you saw tonight is the heart of a champion. And what I'm saying is I had the upper hand on Chad from the beginning, but he never stopped fighting. He would try to bait me in and throw a big uppercut. He caught me a couple times. He never just quit. He never just stopped, and that's what the heart of a champion looks like. Even though I'm getting the better of him, he never just stopped. So that being said, I knew I had the upper hand, but he was still dangerous.